afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our practical economics class. We have a question for you. Don't forget, this is Taiwo's Academy. This academy is dedicated to solving your problems in subject areas like economics, political science, and government. We have a question raised for us last week, and we have dedicated to have a special class where the solutions to those questions will be provided. And here we have an economics question. The question says 100 equals to 6x plus 70. 100 equals to 6x plus 70. If you have been following us, you know that a combination of variable cost and fixed cost will give you a total cost. At times, they will not give you a total cost, they will give you variable cost and fixed cost. Now, in this question, we have been given this equation, which is 100 equals to 6x plus 70. In this question, it means that total cost has been given. Total cost of 100 naira has been given. Therefore, we have variable cost 6x plus 70. When we say variable cost, we are talking about costs that vary with the quantity of output produced. In this case, the 6 represents the cost per unit of the quantity produced. I repeat, the 6 naira here stands for what? The cost per unit of the quantity X produced. While the 70 stands for the fixed cost. It is a constant value that is not attached with any letter. So 70 stands for fixed cost. It is a constant value that is not attached with any letter. While variable cost is usually attached with letter X, Y, V, K, and so on and so forth. While the number you see beside the letter represent the cost per unit of the quantity of the letter produced. So in this question, you have to calculate the variable cost. If you must calculate the variable cost, you have to first determine the value of the quantity of the word product or the quantity of the word commodity, which is letter X. And if you have to do that, you have to first calculate for Roman figure 3, which is asking you to calculate the quantity of the commodity produced. How will you calculate the quantity of the commodity produced? You have to bring out the whole of this equation. The whole of this equation will now be 100 equals to 6x plus 70. You have to solve for letter X. Once you successfully solve for letter X, then you have determined the quantity of the commodity produced. And when we finish solving that, we have 6x equals to 100 minus 70, 30. 30 divided by 6, we have 5. It means the quantity produced of that commodity is 5 units. It can be 5 kg, it can be 5 grams, depending on what the question says. So the quantity of the commodity produced is what? 5. So if you now want to calculate the variable cost, you go back to 6x. The 6x stands for total variable cost. 6x stands for total variable cost. Therefore, the cost times the quantity of the commodity which we have determined is 5. We have determined the quantity of the commodity, which is 5. Multiplied by 6 naira, we have 30 naira. So 30 naira stands for the what? Variable cost. I repeat, variable cost is a combination of the price, the cost of the commodity, and the what? Quantity of the commodity, which is 6x as far as this question is concerned. Therefore, the variable cost will be what? The quantity of the price of the cost of the commodity, which is 6 naira, times the quantity of the commodity produced. We've calculated that here. That is letter X. We have 5. 6 multiplied by 5, we have a total of 30 naira as the variable cost. So if you want to calculate the fixed cost, no need of any calculation. The fixed cost is as simple as 70 naira. Fixed cost does not vary with any quantity. It is a constant value that is not attached with any letter. So the answer to the fixed cost here is what? 70 naira. We have already determined the quantity of commodity produced, which is letter X. The quantity of commodity produced is letter X, and that is 5 units. It can be 5 grams, it can be 5 tons, it can be 5 bags, depending on the nature of the commodity in question. Then you have to calculate the total cost. This one also does not require any working. Total cost is 100 naira here. 100 naira. Alternatively, if you want to carry out the workings, total cost equals to fixed cost plus variable cost, or variable cost plus what? Fixed cost. What is the variable cost? The variable cost is already 30 naira. Added to the fixed cost of 70 naira, you have a total of what? 100 naira. That is if you want to carry out the working in this way. But if you don't want to carry out the working, the total cost is looking at you. The total cost is looking at you, which is what? 100 naira. Alternatively, if you want to carry out the calculation, total cost is variable cost plus what? Fixed cost. The variable cost is determined already, which is 30 naira. That is determined by multiplying the cost per unit with the what? Quantity of the product. If you do that, you have 30 naira added to the fixed cost of 70, gives you a total of 100 naira. Thank you. Have a lovely day.